everyone, my name is Elaine, and today I'm going to be reviewing some basic Unison League guild battle strategies. The first, and arguably the most common, is the cheer strategy. It's the one that everyone in their Aunt's Llama seems to be using, and requires you to depend largely on your team's monsters to defeat your enemies. In this strategy, if it isn't clear already, you cheer to win. Basically, cheer until your team can unison. Then uni with a haste monster or use time monsters to gain haste. Then rinse and repeat until you defeat the opposing guild. It can be augmented by abilities such as the Soldier's Charisma, which fills the unison gauge of all allies by 5 excluding yourself, and casts a 20-second effect that has a 10% chance to ignore all physical and magic damage. Its added effect is that it increases your character's physical defense and magical defense by 20% for 20 seconds. The cheer strategy works best with active guilds because it ensures you are making the most of your cheers. It can be countered by moves such as the Lancer's Negative Pressure, which decreases the unison gauge of one enemy and their adjacent enemies with a max of 3 by 10, and the Mage's Empress Bind, which has the added effect of reducing the unison gauge of its target by 5. The second strategy depends a little more on your team's combat style than anything else. It involves your team bringing a Rook with Devoted Sacrifice. As soon as the Rook initializes their ability, the mage on one's team uses Ancient Spell. Being that the Rook's ability protects them from enemy attacks, their spell has a chance to go through. If a guild wants to be extra trollish, they can bring 2 or 3 mages and 2 Rooks so that one team can fire off an attack before another team follows off directly after, making the enemy team fairly easy to pick off. However, Devoted Sacrifice comes with a price. It severely weakens a Rook, so it's easy to pick them off if a cleric isn't around to heal them. They often don't have time to use an ability to heal themselves unless working in pairs, since the second Rook would protect them with their own Devoted Sacrifice or use a heal. Naturally, it's most effective in an active guild that can time their attacks properly and in guilds equipped with clerics that can heal the Rooks. The simplest counter for this strategy is to simply murder the Rooks as soon as you see them and are able. The final strategy I'm going to discuss is one I will simply refer to as the troll strategy because you literally troll the living daylights out of your enemies. This strategy involves your team reducing the unison gauge of your enemies and or reducing the rate by which it is filled, while maintaining their own so that they can win unison battles and use those battles and monsters to win the war. This can be accomplished in a few different ways. For example, your team could bring a Lancer with Negative Pressure and or a Mage with Empress Bind. Treasure Hunters could also use Treasure Hunt to reduce the target's unison gauge by 1 for 15 seconds and increase their unison gauge gains by 1 for 15 seconds. To multiply your guild's trolliness effect exponentially, you could bring multiple Mages, Lancers, and Treasure Hunters equipped with these abilities to guild battle to continue to reduce your enemy's chances of filling their unison gauge. This strategy is most effective against guilds with inactive members because CPU-controlled characters have a reduced reaction time. This strategy can also be countered by other players using the same or a similar strategy, which will often happen since your team will have to wait for their abilities to go through. It can also be countered by a Soldier's Imperial Territory, which applies a Reliance state to one ally and their adjacent allies, with a max of 3 allies, that nullifies unison gauge reduction one time, and to some extent by Treasure Hunter abilities like Extended Unison, which increases the unison gauge capacity of one ally and their adjacent allies, with a max of 3 allies, by 10 for 60 seconds. And there you have it, that's my review of 3 basic Unison League guild battle strategies. What did you think? Did I leave anything out? Is there another basic strategy that I'm missing? Let me know down below in the comments. I'd always like to know what you guys think. And if you like what you saw here today, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you know what's up, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye guys! Thanks everyone for watching this video. Please note that any corrections and or clarifications will be listed down below in the description section. And if you like what you saw here today, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd always like to know what you guys think down below in the comments. Also, hit that notification bell so you know what's up, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye guys!